One tip I would give to every single missionary that will serve, ever, no matter where you go, is to be obedient. It seems so simple, but it is something that everybody is going to struggle with at least once in their mission. You can be the most stalwart missionary, you can be everything but translated, but you will have to be obedient. You will have to work on that, especially in Utah missions because of the condensed amount of members that are here. There's a saying, every member a mission president, and that is true. If you are being disobedient, you will get called out for it. And it's not about being called out. It's not about a member calling your mission president or saying to you, you're not supposed to be chewing gum, or why are you showing your knee, sister, things like that. But obedience brings blessings, but exact obedience brings miracles. And that is the truth. It's the difference between getting up at 6:30 or 6:40, or the difference between like reading your scriptures and studying for the people, or just flipping through the Book of Mormon because you have to do it for an hour. Obedience will determine your mission. It'll determine your happiness, and it will determine the way you live your life. I've seen a lot of missionaries come home who were obedient because they had to be, and kind of like a Laman and Lemuel syndrome, where like they went to Jerusalem, or they left Jerusalem because they kind of had to. And then I've seen a bunch of Nephi missionaries where they went because they knew they needed to go, and because they wanted to be obedient. They were obedient because of that. And the difference between the Laman and Lemuel type missionaries and the Nephi type missionaries going home is incredible. You can totally tell what kind of missionary someone was by the kind of return missionary that they are now. And obedience is number one. And that's something that I stress and will continue to stress. I think this goes not just for Orem or Salt Lake South, but for all missions, is to study, preach my gospel. Because even though I did mission prep for like over 2 years, I still didn't know preach my gospel as well as I should have. And preach my gospel really is the guide to missionary service. And it's something that we study and we practice from, and we are preach my gospel missionaries. And no matter what mission you serve in, you will be a preach my gospel missionary. And the principles that are taught in preach my gospel can be applied to life. And I think that would be my main exhortation to pre-missionaries, is to study that, and to study their scriptures, and to definitely read the Book of Mormon before they go out. Because it happens more than you think that people don't read the Book of Mormon all the way through before they become a missionary. And just to love your companions. During companionship time frame, I didn't get along with a lot of my companions, but now I'm like best friends with them. The companion I had in Riverton, there was a lot of times where we would have weekly plannings where it would take forever to do companionship inventory because we had so many problems, but now she is one of my best friends. And we hang out all the time. But enjoying your companionships while they last is so important, because no matter what, you're stuck with them for at least 6 weeks, and the members can tell, and people can tell when you don't get along. So having that social aspect of loving the person you're with 24/7, I think that's super important to get used to even before your mission. So